Is a time-lapse picture from our Salesforce and traffic cameras. You can see the gray skies and clouds moving through the area with brief pops of blue sky.
And Darren is obviously a busy, busy man. He's got a lot coming in. Huh?
I have so much to talk about. I just couldn't wait. I had to. So it's still busy out there. We got through the first phase of this storm, and it was the most impressive part, which is why today was the first alert day. The strong wind, the near inch of rain, the flood watches that were issued at times for the East Bay Shore. That was all in line with why today is the first alert day. And if you want to see where all of that action is, it's still out there. It's gone to the south now. And Gilroy and Morgan Hill, you've been experiencing it. In fact, if you look at First Alert Doppler, you can actually see there's a gash across the Diablo Range down here. It's an organized red line. It's subtle, but it's there. That is the last little part of this cold front that has worked its way across the entire Bay Area all day. It started in the North Bay around 6 a.m. And now it's down here. So this is where the heaviest rain is. Gilroy and Morgan Hill, you guys have kind of seen some of the better rain now, but if we follow this north up 101, San Jose's in the clear. So what happens next? Now we get into a different phase of this storm, and it's not going to be that steady, widespread, continuous rain. Tomorrow's not a first alert day, but tomorrow we've got rain, and it's going to look more like this. Isolated pockets of rain that'll kind of turn on and turn off. You probably even saw some breaks of blue sky for a time today, and you thought we were done. A lot of people did, but we're not, because these kinds of cells are going to keep rotating through all the way into Sunday night. In fact, if we just take a quick peek at the Futurecast, here come more. Before I give you a quick review on how much we did, got over an inch of rain in places, but officially Santa Rosa got 9/10. That's the closest we got. San Jose, you're at 6/10 of an inch of rain. Livermore picked up about 9/10, and Hayward got just about 6/10 of an inch of rain. So we tracked that leading edge of the system. Now what we want to do is follow what happens next, and we're going to switch over to the Futurecast for that, because to track the showers from here through the afternoon, it starts to turn into a very familiar pattern. We have the big excitement with the leading edge of the system as it comes through, and now the storms are going to turn into more on again, off again, kind of like that. And it'll stay this way through tonight. Really, through tomorrow night. It just kind of keeps going like this. There will be breaks in there. Like when we get into Sunday late morning, there's going to be a long period of time, probably right through the middle of the day on Sunday, where you'll have clear blue sky and you'll think that, oh, we're completely done. And then the last little phase of the system will come through. And that's when we're going to see those scattered showers once again right into Sunday afternoon, where we have a higher likelihood at that point to see scattered thunderstorms and a little bit of snow that shows up down to around 3,000 feet. And you'll see that right here. This is that phase for tomorrow, afternoon into the evening. Keep your eye on Mount Hamilton down there. That little white splotch shows you where we actually get maybe an inch or two down to 3,000 feet. And when we get to Sunday night late into Monday morning, it's all done. So just in time for Monday morning's commute, we're finished. And we'll wake up on Monday, it'll be more blue sky than anything else, and there's going to be a dusting of snow on some of the higher peaks. It's going to be kind of a nice payoff. But if we look at what we still have to go, this is in addition to the rain that we've already gotten, that we looked at in the numbers off the top. So another 9/10 of an inch of rain coming to San Jose, perhaps, and about another ½ an inch of rain coming to Santa Rosa, and a mix in between that. Now, in the Sierra, it just keeps snowing consistently. These storms are really so much better at just continuing to drop snow when they come in the way this one did. And we're going to get 4 feet of snow at the passes, and higher totals than that on some of the higher peaks. The snow level will get down to 3,000 feet, and that is important for a number of reasons. One, that makes travel a lot more difficult because the snow, obviously, now is covering a much longer stretch of the drive. This is one of those situations where you've been hearing the meteorologists say, don't drive into this here if you don't have to. Truth of the matter is you probably won't be able to go even if you have the guts to try it, because Caltrans is likely going to have to close these for an extended period of time on 80 or 50. This is too much snow in too short a period of time for them to even effectively be able to keep these roads open safely. That's one aspect of this. But the other aspect is because it's got cold air, we're putting more snow into storage rather than having this fall as rain and quickly run into reservoirs. These are the way winter storms are supposed to go. When you put aside the headaches of this weekend, this is excellent, excellent news in terms of our water storage and in terms of drought mitigation. It doesn't end the drought, but it does certainly help a great deal. There's your winter storm warning, stays in effect until 4. It pretty much sets up the Sierra for most of the winter. Because of this storm, it's like we're not going to have a total bust this year. We'll have, at least a reasonable % of average by the time we get to April. A lot can happen between now and then, but at least with this storm, it's not going to be nothing. Okay, there's the big picture, and you can see why we still have Sunday to go. You see that little piece of energy right there? That's the center of the storm. That's why tomorrow afternoon is still interesting, but it's going to look and feel very different than today. Today was the cold front. It was widespread, steady, consistent rain. Tomorrow, different. On again, off again showers. We get a break on Monday and Tuesday, and I know the 7-day forecast looks busy. It is not going to be. This is a difficult forecast, the way the models are resolving this system. So we could see it arrive as early as Wednesday. It could break apart. We don't get anything till Saturday. This 7-day forecast is done this way to show you there's a chance of rain on each of those days, so keep that into consideration, but we're not going to get rain on 4 days straight like that.